pure God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Next one, the next illustration, God power by unwitting belief. Now, it's unwitting belief because it's based on belief. You're believing in the cure, but you didn't decide to believe on it. You were kind of tricked into it. It was unwitting belief. So, let's see what we got. We got the physical meaning of the person, which is the same as before. The disease is the same. It's the physical meaning of the disease. Taking something in your mouth, taking some sort of medicine, taking something in, ingesting something for the purpose of the disease, that's the same. Pill in mouth, the same. But hold it. The properties, the meaning of the pill is now a miracle cure. It's not sugar. It's a miracle cure. You have changed the meaning of that pill. What do you get? You get a cure. Why? Because everything is based on meaning. It is always operating on meaning. Nothing but meaning. That's all that matters is meaning. Now, typically and normally, we're always going or generally going on meanings already present, which would be the case of the sugar pill being a sugar pill. But in this case, we decided, unwittingly, to change the meaning of the sugar to a miracle cure. What do you get? You get a cure. So you get the physical meaning of the disease. Remember, meaning's the only thing that counts. So that's all we're going to go by, meaning. Here's the meaning of the disease, meaning of taking medicine, meaning that it's a cure. What do you get? You get a cure. Very simple logic. Very simple logic. Here it says, good meanings have been activated and are being elicited from the situation. Once again, the guy's got the green tuning fork of belief. He's feeling like he's going to be cured. That's the meaning he's holding in his mind, is I'm going to be cured. What's happening? He's eliciting from his body what it takes to be cured. It's just that simple. He's eliciting the act or the result of being cured in the same way as in the other example, the person thinking about lifting weights was eliciting more muscle growth. It's just that simple. Because he gave the meaning to the pill that it was a cure, he now has the meaning that he's holding in his mind, I'm going to be cured. And so he is. Here it says the green tuning fork vibrations are positive meanings, and they resonate and elicit all the things that will make him better. Whatever it takes for his body to become cured is being elicited. Whatever it is. We don't know what it is. We don't even care. Because all we have to do is assign the meaning that we're going to be cured. And as soon as we do that, we are. However it happens. Whatever it takes. We don't know. We don't care. We assign the meaning that we've taken a miracle drug, we've taken a medicine that's going to cure us, we get cured, that's all we know. That's all you need to know. Here it says, the red tuning fork vibrations are the negative meanings, and they resonate and elicit all the things that will make him worse. But if you notice, they're not vibrating. They're not being activated. He's not thinking that I'm going to die or I'm not going to be cured. He's thinking, I'm going to be cured. So what's he eliciting? I'm going to be cured. If the people in the prior example were watching the video and thinking, I'm not going to gain muscle this way, this is not going to work, would it have worked? No. They would have been eliciting the red tuning forks, the negative. They would have been eliciting, they may have even lost muscle. It's just that simple. That's just how it works. But they believed in what they were doing. They believed that it was possible. And as a result, they got more muscle. This guy believed in what he was doing. He believed he'd taken a miracle drug and he got cured. It's just that simple. But the crux of this, the basis of this, was a simple change in meaning. Nothing physically was different. He took a pill, put it in his mouth, and swallowed it. The only difference was, in the first example, he took real medicine, and he didn't bother assigning meaning to it other than he thought he would be cured, and he was. And in the second one, he gave it the same meaning as the first one. This is a drug that will cure my disease. And so, it does. He changed the meaning. It's just that simple. This is where we differ from animals. You can't give an animal a sugar pill because the only thing that would happen is give the animal a sugar rush. You combine the meaning of the disease the animal has, generated by the chemical and physical properties of the disease, with the meaning of the pill generated by its chemical and physical properties, which is actually sugar, and you will get the expected result. No cure. If they would have given you the fake sugar pill while you were asleep or in a coma, it would not have been effective either. Because for it to work, you had to assign meaning to it, and you can only do that consciously. If you had received it unconsciously, the meaning would have remained that of a sugar pill. Yes, you were tricked into using your God power to assign a different meaning to the sugar pill. In this case, it worked out great for you. But the thing is, we are all using our God power all the time. We are always assigning meaning to everything that happens and to everything we think about and do. Many people have died when they didn't have to because they used their God power poorly. Example number 4. A person has just been told that they have a serious life-threatening disease. In their panic, they call their best friend to tell them the bad news. The friend says, "That's too bad. I have heard that what you have is a terminal situation and that nobody has ever survived that disease." He feels really bad now, and it all seems hopeless. The doctor comes in and says, "We have an experimental drug that might work for you. Would you like to try it?" He agrees because something is better than nothing. The doctor gives him the new drug. The patient dies anyway. What happened here? First, it was the meaning of the disease generated by the chemical and physical properties of the disease, and then there was the meaning of the medicine based on the chemical and physical properties of the drug. In this case, the meaning of the drug was that it really was a miracle drug that was able to cure the meaning of the disease. However, the patient assigned a different meaning to the disease, that it was so powerful that it could not be defeated. The disease became a trump card that prevented any other meaning from curing the disease. It prevented a drug that would have otherwise cured him from working. Okay, let's look at this next one. Normal reality. Okay, the normal reality situation. You have the physical meaning of the person. Okay, then you have the physical meaning of the disease, the chemical and whatever properties the disease has, whatever it's about. Okay, then you have the physical meaning of taking medicine, putting the pill in the mouth. That's where you know you're taking medicine. Then you have the physical meaning that it was real medicine that really would cure that disease. And so what would you get in normal reality? In normal reality, you'd be cured. You have a certain disease with certain properties, certain chemical, whatever. And then you have the medicine, which is for that disease, which has certain chemical properties, which cures those kinds of disease. Bam! You put them together, what do you get? Get a cure. Every time.
To continue, Go to How to Use Your God Power, Chapter number 1, Segment number 6. Let your quest for knowing continue.